My dear friend Alalu Curtin envisioned this community garden in this old abandoned baseball field. It wasn't used for 30 years. On April 15th or thereabouts last year, and we started. This year we expanded the footprint of the garden, so now it's 80 feet wide by 160 feet long, and we thought that maybe we should just put Alalu's Garden, which is the name for truly the St. James outreach part of the garden, in the Hyde Park Community Garden. And we thought, well, let's make it a true Hyde Park Community Garden, and let's put this Alalu's Garden in the center, and then all around it, surround it with all these plots that people in the area can lease out. So these gardeners in 25 by 25 plots, or 12 by 25, or 12 by 12, those are the three sizes that we offered them. And they sold out probably by the end of April, beginning of May. And they came, and a lot of them were strangers. They didn't know each other. Lots of them were novice gardeners. Lots of them had lived in apartments, and they didn't have the opportunity to garden. So they were very, very excited about this. So that's how it evolved this year into a true community garden.
On Earth Day this year, Deborah was representing the church in the community garden at CIA's Earth Day event, and she had no one really at her table, and I asked her what she was doing, and she said she was renting plots, and they were fairly inexpensive, and I thought, well, we can do that.
Interestingly enough, I went to the library one day, and there was a really beautiful flyer, and I've been looking for something to do to help the community, and it just stood out, and I went to the first meeting, and it was nice.
I grow a lot of greens because greens are important to my body. Greens make what makes my body work, and that's what I grow. So my favorite thing would have to be kale, because kale is so easy to grow, but it's got so many different varieties. My second would be probably radishes, and then right down the line to lettuce, beets, things that make medicine for the body. A simple radish is a simple aspirin to the body, but where can you find a good radish?
I have a small plot, so I started with tomatoes, of course, different varieties. I did broccoli, arugula, beans, herbs, and squash. Cucumbers were great.
They're hungry. They're hungry for a change. Everybody's looking for that secret change that will bring wellness to the community. This is not the only, but this is one of the secret change. Get good food to the community, get good restaurants, get happy people, get tourists up here from the city that say they want to be well. They don't want to go to the Berkshires. They don't want to go to Ulster, Columbia. They want to settle and see what's in Dutchess. And Dutchess was farm at one moment, and it wasn't that long ago.
There's a lot of sharing. We share water pails, things like that, but if you overproduce in particular amounts, I had a lot of serrano chilies. The lady next to me had 20 or 30 pounds of tomatoes. She didn't know what to do with, so we kind of traded. There's a lot of that camaraderie and sharing of seeds and things like that.
It's really an amazing group. Everyone's so helpful. If you have questions about what grows when and where and when to plant it, everyone's just so hands-on, and they'll help you dig out your gardens and harvest it and water if you're not available. So the sense of community with this garden is amazing. There are some parishioners and also some outsiders. We encourage anyone from a novice to advanced gardeners to join the community garden.
All different. The gentleman that's out here now is out here every day, consistently. He has probably the best looking spots, well protected. All different. Some people are out here once a week, once a month. Kind of depends. Obviously I'm a chef, and I think, if it comes out of the ground, it's fresh, it tastes better versus buying something that who knows where it came from, And if you have the opportunity to plant even a little bit, why not?
get involved. I mean, food is such a universal language, and it nourishes, it feeds, it brings people together, it comforts, and I think the purpose of this is just to help the community because some people are just not so fortunate.